Good morning. These are your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for Tuesday, July 9th, 2025. Thanks for listening. I'm Alex Batman. A band that began in Rexburg years ago is returning from its home in Utah to share their music with the community during the local concert series. Local Kin, a stomp and holler folk band, is set to perform in Rexburg Monday at Porter Park in the Beehive Pavilion. Their performance is one of many for Arts at the Park, a Rexburg Arts live entertainment series.
The only time we play to an Idaho audience is playing with the national parks. And 3 out of 6 of us are from Rexburg. Grew up there, went to Madison High School, graduated from Madison. And so it'll be fun to kind of get a little bit of hometown support.
Gabe Davis plays the upright bass and does backup vocals for the band. He says, including himself, 3 of the 6 band members grew up in Rexburg and graduated from Madison High School. Baden Ballard, lead vocalist and guitarist, and Kenzie Zenger, violinist, are part of the Rexburg crew. Davis says the band, which was originally called The Locals, had their first show during BYU-Idaho's 2011 fall semester. Back then, they performed in Guitars Unplugged and iCover when they first began.
Like, if your band is going to be successful, I think you have to enjoy the day-to-day. I think you have to enjoy the smaller shows. You have to enjoy, and we do.
More recently, they've won Battle of the Bands in 2023 at the Velour Live Music Gallery in Provo, Utah, and have since been in recording sessions while continuing to perform in Utah festivals. They've also opened for bigger bands like indie folk band National Parks.
If there's anyone out there who is interested in music but just feels like things aren't getting off the ground, keep learning your instrument, doing what you're passionate about, and eventually an opportunity will arise.
The band is working on their current album at Orchard Studios in North Salt Lake. Davis is excited about one of their newest tracks called Mountain Girl, written by their very own Tanner Anderson. Local Kin performed in Driggs and looks forward to playing in their hometown tonight at 7:30 p.m. Find Local Kin on Instagram at local.kin.music. To learn more about Rexburg Arts, go to facebook.com/Rexburg Arts. Other concerts include Yellowstone Brass on August 4th and the Merino Quartet on August 11th. Waste from Idaho's agriculture industry doesn't need to go to the trash heap. In fact, it can help build more sustainable homes. Public News Service reports Earthcraft Construction in the Treasure Valley builds home from straw bale collected from leftovers of wheat cultivation throughout the state. CEO John Clark says there's no shortage of material for his company, noting that wheat is cultivated in 48 of Idaho's 50 counties.
There's bales and bales of straw that go to waste every year, and the farmers either till it under, use it as compostable material, or some people will buy it maybe for some stables, for bedding, stuff like that. There's not a real big use for it, but you have to do it in order to make wheat.
Clark notes that straw bales capture carbon and is using them as a carbon-negative strategy. Clark adds structures built with straw bales have advantages over those built with traditional materials.
For this environment that we're in here, which is the Treasure Valley, a high desert, it is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal in all the aspects that you would want it to: fire resiliency, insulative capacity, thermal mass, cleanliness.
Clark believes many people want to conserve resources, and he says that starts with saving the waste we already create.
They understand that and they like to support that, but I think that they don't really know how unsustainable we have become as a society, as a people, as a country.
Clark says building homes from straw bales is not a new concept. It actually has a history stretching back 200 years. Using agricultural waste from nearby farms also cuts down on the need to ship in materials. Local first responders will face off in a rib-eating competition to raise funds for charity. The Pocatello Police Department and Pocatello Fire Department, or Team Pocatello, will face off against the Chubbuck Police Department and Chubbuck Fire Department, or Team Chubbuck, in a first responders rib-eating challenge Dine to Donate fundraiser. Each time has a chosen charity. Each Team Pocatello, the Boys and Girls Club, and Team Chubbuck has chosen Bright Tomorrows. The winning team will donate all the money raised at the event to their chosen charity. The face-off will be at Pocatello, Texas Roadhouse on August 4th at 6 p.m. These have been your BYU-Idaho radio morning headlines for July 29th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. You can also ask your smart speakers to play KBYI 94.3 FM. This is BYU-Idaho Radio, and I'm Alex Batman.